All right, so I'm here with Diane. Diane, how are you?
I'm alright.
Good. Tell me about yourself. Where are you from?
I grew up all over Maryland and PA because I grew up in foster care. So I'm not from one area.
Gotcha. Have you ever met your biological parents?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What was growing up in the foster system like?
Horrible.
Yeah.
Like a lot of abuse and neglect, and sometimes it's worse than being with the actual family.
Is it? Can you elaborate a little more?
Um, when you're a teenager, because I was mainly in there from 13 to 18, everybody wants the little kids. So you get shoved off into group homes instead of foster homes, and they treat you like you're in jail. So I didn't get a real childhood.
Gotcha. How long have you currently been out on the street for?
This time 7 years.
7 years. What led up to all this?
Me and my daughter's father broke up, and then like everything kind of snowballed and went downhill. So
Yeah. Drugs are a part of your story?
yeah,
How long you been addicted to drugs?
since I was 12.
12. You still remember your first time getting high?
Yeah.
Who introduced you?
This guy that was 23.
Yeah. What do you feel like what do you feel like all this has done to you mentally?
um Basically, it helped me get over my trauma. Like that's why I do it, to numb all of that. But at the same time, it causes trauma because of all the stuff that you go through, like with the getting robbed and ripped off and ODing, all that. So like it's a lose-lose kind
Yeah.
of, but
No, that's a good explanation. That's a good explanation to it. Um, what do you feel like is some of the trauma you try to escape and then you deal with on a day-to-day basis?
I have really bad PTSD because I got my whole life I've been raped and abused and like used. So, and I feel like that's a lot of our stories, but like that's just, I have really bad flashbacks and nightmares. So
Sure.
when I get high, it kind of just like stops
Numbs
it.
everything. Yeah. What's your drug of choice? Fentanyl?
Yeah, heroin.
Yeah.
And then I do coke too, but I speedball.
Gotcha. You injected or?
Yes.
Yeah. Um, how many times have you overdosed?
3.
3. Do you remember? Do you have any recollection of that or?
Really, it's just, I remember, last thing I remember is doing it, and then I'm waking up the paramedics.
Yeah.
And the first time I overdosed, I thought I just went to sleep. And they told me, they were like, "You were dead." And I was like, "No, I wasn't." Apparently my lips were blue. I wasn't breathing, all of that. I just thought I went to sleep. And I just wanted to go back to sleep. So they had to keep hitting me.
Is it hard to trust people out here? Yeah.
Very.
What's the worst thing that's happened to you?
um, I went to do a date, and the dude said he would give me $100. When he gave me the $100 in the beginning, we did the date, and then afterwards he pulled a gun out and pistol whipped me and took the money back.
Uh,
So
is
it's
when you find yourself in situations like that, does it? I guess how does it affect you trying it again? Like the next time, are you worried that like this could be the last? This could be it? Or is that
yeah,
not?
but I don't do dates anymore.
Gotcha.
So
That's a good thing.
yeah,
That's a
I basically just panhandle like you just saw me doing.
sure.
So
Yeah. No, that's a good thing. I'm sure it's dangerous out here,
yep.
especially for women, right? Do you
There's a
feel it?
lot of women disappearing now.
Is
So
there? Have you ever been? Have you ever been assaulted or kidnapped or anything like that out here?
I've been assaulted, not kidnapped,
Yeah.
but
What's your biggest fear in life?
um. that I won't be able to get clean.
Yeah. Have you ever tried?
I had almost 6 years,
Oh, did you? How long ago?
7 years ago.
What uh what led you to get clean that time? How'd you manage to get 6 years?
um, I lost my son, He was stillborn, I guess. But I got pregnant with him, which made me get clean.
Yeah.
And then I lost him, and for some reason I stayed clean. And then I had my daughter, so like it just kept going.
Yeah. How old is your daughter now?
She's 6.
6. Is she around here or
She's actually in Virginia.
Virginia? Do you know who she's with or?
My mom.
Gotcha. What's your relationship like with her?
With my daughter, she loves me.
Yeah.
She's a mommy's girl, and she understands mommy's sick.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, in a way, it kind of hurts because my mom's a better mom to her than she was to me. But I'm grateful too because she's not in foster care.
At least she's in good hands.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. What kind of thoughts go through your head when you're out here all by yourself and it's just you?
Just, I'm used to being by myself.
Are you? Yeah.
So
Does it get lonely and depressing out here?
sometimes, but I'd rather be by myself
Yeah.
because there's no real friends.
Yeah. What's your biggest regret in life?
Relapsing and losing my daughter.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to maybe go back into rehab or?
A couple times, but rehab's not for me.
Yeah.
But I actually started weaning myself off. Like I was doing 10 pills a day. Now I'm doing like 2.
Gotcha.
So,
Going.
because I can't do methadone because I have a heart arrhythmia, so they won't let me get on it, and I don't like Suboxone. So I figured, I mean, I'm gonna be sick regardless, but if I wean myself off, it's not gonna be as bad.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I'm
Yeah.
hoping.
What does the day-to-day day look like for you out here?
I basically wake up and I go out to get gate money. I really only work the light like once or twice a day now. It was all day when I was doing like 10 pills. Now I only do it once or twice a day, and then I go home to my sister and like
Yeah.
just try to
Sister
stretch
get high
what I
too?
got. Yeah.
Does she? What do you feel like is the most dangerous part about being out here?
Being a woman.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Especially since even though I don't do dates, guys assume I do, and sometimes they'll get mad and they'll just keep like coming around trying to get me to do dates, like up in the money and all that, and I'm like, my answer's not gonna change. So
Yeah.
but sometimes I'm scared they're gonna come back and retaliate because I won't do it.
Yeah.
But
Is there a lot of violence out here against people addicted to drugs and things like that, or?
it's more so, I think it's more so against homeless people, like
Yeah.
with like the hoppers, the younger kids. Like I was chilling behind the skate park over there at the park by myself, and it was daytime. And this group of like young teenage kids ran by, and one of them ran back and threw a half full water bottle at me. Like
Yeah.
he should have been a pitcher because that shit hit me hard as shit. Like my eyes got blurry and everything. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could hit somebody with a water bottle that hard. But shit like that, just the kids messing with us.
What does it feel like to be dope sick, if you could put it into words?
Like you got the flu times 10.
Yeah. Growing up?
Yeah. Like I never used to do it. I don't know when it started, but like I'll throw up. Like, and if I don't have enough dope in me and I take a hit, I'll start throwing up. Like I threw up this morning because I didn't realize I didn't have enough dope in me. And because me and my sister had split 2 pills, but I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, I got enough dope. So I went to take a hit and I didn't even finish the hit. And I was like, so I don't know when that started with me, but like I'll start throwing up. Like I used to shit and do all that, but like my main thing now is just throwing up
Growing up.
and sweating, like the cold sweats. And like I have anxiety, so like I'll get really anxious and like antsy and moving around and stuff.
Yeah. How did you in how did the situation happen with your leg? Was that infections?
Yeah, from xylazine.
Yeah. Is Tranq big around here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you don't know which dope has it in it. And like everybody reacts different. I happen to get holes wherever I go.
Do you?
Like I have one in my chest right now
Like
that
an
I don't even want to see.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to get one here now because I stopped going in my chest and started going somewhere else. Now I have one here, and it's like anywhere I go within 3 shots, I start getting a hole.
Yeah.
Which is another motivation to stop.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I've seen it destroy people's limbs, flesh, everything out
Yep.
there. It's kind of like same thing with Kensington,
It's not fun.
yeah. Is it hard for you to get medical attention? Yeah.
I don't like going to the hospital, which I think is a lot of our story, but
Yeah.
especially since I lost my foot, that was kind of traumatic.
Leading up to that, what was it like? Was it just really big or like inflamed?
It actually killed I was going to my groin. It killed my artery in my groin. And so when it killed that, it cut the circulation off. So my legs started dying from the foot up. And basically I just couldn't walk. And it was numb, but it hurt, if that makes any sense at all. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't feel my leg, but all I felt was pain inside of my leg. So but if you touched it, I couldn't feel it. And they did a bypass from this artery to this side, and it's still a little bit numb. So,
Yeah.
but
How long ago was that?
2 years.
Yeah. What do you do for like the ones in your chest and the ones in your arms and things like that?
I just keep it clean,
Yeah.
basically. That's all I can do. I got antibiotics for this one, and I finished it, but it didn't go away. So
Yeah. If you could describe it, what is it, like the skin falling off?
it's like a hole. Like you can see the flesh and all that. Like it's nasty.
Yeah, no, I got you. Um, if there's people watching this who may be kind of walking in your footsteps, especially the younger generation, in particular women, what advice would you give them?
Don't give up. Like you may feel like giving up every day, and it may seem hopeless, but I mean, I'm still out here, but we're all here for a reason. Like we didn't overdose, we didn't die for a reason. Like we got some type of purpose. And I don't even know what it is, but I do believe that every one of us that's alive that makes it through this fight has a purpose, even if it's just to help another addict get out. There's something we need to do. My bad. That's me.
Nah, you definitely have a purpose, and I would love to come back and see you and interview you again when you've got all this behind you and you can help the next person coming behind you,
Right.
because you're definitely capable of it. Regardless, even on your worst day, don't ever think you're less than.
Yeah.
You can definitely overcome this. Last question: if you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
That addiction wouldn't exist no more. That I have my daughter back, and the world be a better place. Like everybody get along instead of being selfish.
Those are good. Diane, I appreciate you sharing your stories.